Hello, we are here at IPX London at the Science Museum. I'm here with Cristy Garcia. How's it going, Cristy?
So far, so good. Really excited with the turnout, and it's a gorgeous venue, so everything's been going really well today.
Absolutely, I love the new venue. I love all of the new features with the robot arms and the glass engravings. What have been some of the highlights for you today?
I loved the keynote speaker this morning. She brought so much knowledge around trust and consumer behavior. I think our roadmap is always a big hit at any of our events. People want to know what's coming for Impact.com, and I think we did a good job of explaining that today. And I just think the themes around, trust, community, influencer, retail media, I think these are just like very timely topics. And everyone has an opinion or has a say about them. And so we want to bring that conversation to a place where it's a safe space to have it. And that's what's so great about these in-person events, is that you can, kind of share with your peers kind of what you're seeing in your own business and how you can improve it.
I really enjoyed the product roadmap this morning, looking at what's coming next for Impact.com, the new AI features. Would you say that this is a new era for Impact.com?
Definitely. I have never been so excited to be a part of Impact.com as I am now, not just because of all the cool things that we're doing from a product perspective, but because our community has grown, and I feel like, every time we're talking to clients, they're describing us as innovative and the leading in the market, and it's just a really good time to be a part of Impact.com.
At IPX Austin this year, Dave Yavano dropped a quote. He said, "Reimagine performance marketing," which I've heard mentioned around a few times. Could you explain what he means by that?
I certainly can. So what he means by that is there's $600 billion in ad space right now in advertising. So that's paid search, display advertising, the like. And only 2.5% of that $600 billion is going to affiliate, while like 80 some odd percent of brands are working with affiliate marketing. So it drives this question of, what are you spending money on if not the affiliate channel, right? And I think one thing that's really interesting is that people may perceive it as, it's harder than advertising because you can't just click a button and it's relationship driven. But to be honest, that's what consumers are responding to right now. And the trust that you're able to build through having third-party validation, it makes the most sense for CMOs to, especially in the time of like a scary economy, if I'm honest, to be investing in like tried and true methods that consumers respond to instead of things consumers dislike, like ads and advertising. So I think it's a really important time for CMOs especially to kind of focus more on what's moving the needle, like actually, versus what their tried and true playbook may be around numbers of impressions.
100%, yeah. Trust, I think, has been one of the key words of the day. Obviously, a big feature of the keynote this morning. It was exciting to see how trust plays such a large role in affiliate and influencer marketing. I'm also curious how Impact.com aims to build trust with its users.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think the way that we do that is through events like these, where we can, feel, touch, talk about what's coming out. We also go to our clients and ask them for, their ideas on what we should be building next. We always ask for beta clients to sign up, and I think by showing we're testing out new technology and we want you to be a part of it, that infinitely builds that trust, because we're not saying like, here's a wonderful product that's done, like try it, right? We're saying be part of the journey with us and provide feedback, which I believe leads to trust. I also feel like we kind of grow our community through a lot of our social media and our content, our referral program. I think that these are ways that the community around Impact can really come together and help us be the best that we can be.
Is community a key focus for Impact.com at the moment?
Definitely, because I think it was TikTok that said community is the new demographic, and it's so true. You can see it, obviously, probably the most clearest in influencer marketing with the trusted community that they've been able to build themselves. But I think it's a very important fact of the matter that people are looking for that trust before they buy.
Finally, I'd really love to know, you're a CMO, and one of the biggest hurdles that we often hear about in affiliate marketing is convincing CMOs to invest properly into the affiliate channel, like you were just talking about earlier with all of the ad spend. From your perspective as a CMO, what are some of the key reasons why you think other CMOs should be investing in affiliate?
Hi, CMOs out there. No, I think as a CMO, what we do is we look at our budget, we look at how it performed, and then we kind of take the same budget and add to it, or maybe cross some things out. We had recently a very interesting keynote from James Clear, who said we should start with a zero budget and build up versus take from our existing playbooks. I think CMOs do what works. And for a long time, advertising has worked, and now they're kind of grappling with, like, what is the next big thing? Because honestly, like, you can't deny the fact that customer acquisition costs have risen 222%. It is incredibly hard to reach your audience, and they're tuning out your traditional ways of reaching out to them. So you need that partnership economy backing you up and telling your prospective customers that this is a valuable product or service that you're selling, and it's not coming from the brand because they're not listening to what the brand is saying. They're listening to what everyone else is saying. And I think deep down, all CMOs know that, but it's a matter of changing and moving into a channel that's a little harder to manage, honestly, and a little less predictable than a paid search, for example. But I would say test it out, give it a shot. I think you'll find it's the most efficient channel that you have running. And I think you'll find that it's going to give lift to all the other advertising channels that you're paying money to because you're building trust, again, by third-party validation.
Cristy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sel.